So okay, I remember when you were in the booth and you had ideas for your own harmonies or additions to the songs, and you tried to sell them to me, and yes, she's laughing. And it's usually I either say no, I don't think so. It doesn't match the way how I think the song would work, and then you usually insist sometimes some more, and until I say okay, let's record it and let's decide later. And there was a moment when I realized that you realize that I say it only to to get rid of the discussion and get on with the recording. And
yes.
so the question is, are there some parts in the songs where, in your opinion, missed opportunities where your suggestions would have been worked better? Was it frustrating to work in that way with me sometimes?
I mean, there's lots. Where this is headed. You're planning to end this meeting with me leaving the band because you're a jerk, right?
Not really. But
yeah, okay, right. There's this part in the middle part of Nopelius, my friend, and I told you before this was going to be so much better if we would just get these harmonies. But yeah, you didn't do it in the end. I just get a little bit mad every time I hear it.
Me too, but for different reasons. So, but on the other hand, you have to admit there are a lot of things that you brought into the song that are still there that I incorporated into the song.
Yes, of course, surprisingly a lot of.
It's not like that I generally say no, we don't do that at all. It's
okay. So now I see. You just were asking me that question to prove that you are not a jerk because you're actually sometimes using some of the ideas of other people.
Yeah, it's my own redemption arc,
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's. I always was very comfortable working with you because we've had discussions. We sometimes had harsh discussions, but most of the time it was very productive, and all members of the band. I always thought it was quite a good thing that we had the possibility to shape the songs a bit to our own styles.
If I remember correctly, there are even songs that are not on the album because nobody except me liked them, right? At least one song. I have a full song that you didn't like. You didn't like it, and Nico also didn't like it. And it's not on the album. And I'm still thinking, how can I make it work and make it work
Which
somehow.
song are you talking about? I'm a bit.
I forgot which one it was, but it's a full song and nobody liked it. So I was a bit unhappy about that.
Sometimes it's like that. I don't remember. I remember that the first version we did on Lament was not liked by
you.
Everyone, and no, not only me. The others were also not very fond of the song. They just didn't have the balls to tell you that. They were just keeping that to be polite and stuff. But I don't do polite, and that's
true. That's true. That makes things easier most of the time.
Yeah.
So you were in my recording booth for a long time, many hours actually. And the question is,
yes, it has been years.
Yeah, centuries. So was it comfortable? Was it intense? Could you get?
It's like a prison cell.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark.
Small prison cell. Very small.
I don't know what do you expect me to say you right now. It's a recording booth. It's great. You did a good job assembling it.
So it was fun. It wasn't like work. It was more like fun singing. The same thing, the same sentence like 50 times over again?
You know what work is, right? I
Barely.
mean, working is like, okay, I go to, I get up at 5 in the morning to go to
You do what?
my office and drink a coffee, and then I sit down on my desk and get yelled at by people on the phone.
I guess you want to say it's
Yes,
not work.
yes,
Okay,
it's not work.
I understood. Okay, so just to cut this a bit short. So yeah, all right. So you have listened to the album, I guess, a couple of times so far. And what do you say? Do you like it? Do you like your performance? Do you like the performance of the other people on the album? What do you think about the result of the album?
I hate the synthesizers. They're so bad.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
no, no, of course. I listened to the album a couple of times. Yeah, you could say it like that, like hundreds of times. And I was a bit in awe at first because nearly everyone was already finished when I started recording my vocals, and I was like, "Whew, this is going to be a bit hard to match up with that." And yeah, I don't think I did every song the exact amount of justice that I wanted to, but I came to a level that it was okay. I could live with that. It's not like I listen to it and I say, "Oh my god, I sound so bad." It's okay. I can listen to it and I like it. And with most of the recordings, I'm kind of okay, and I can live with it. I'm not perfectly fine with everything. You know, you always find some stuff that I said, "Oh my god." Yeah. I think all of you other vocalists did such a great job. It was really amazing to see it all come together. And I remember when we had written these parts for Siobhan's mother, and we're like, "Oh, this is going to be a hard task to find someone who can sing in that way, so it will fit to the song, because it would have been someone who could keep up with me, but still." I was looking so hard for someone who was able to sing that. You can't imagine how many people we were drafting to to find someone like that. And there was such a coincidence that you suddenly showed up at that area show, and then you totally nailed it. It was so awesome. I listened to that and said, "Whoa, oh my god, this is great. This is exactly what we had in mind when we were thinking about these passages."
You sang the part several times, even before the others came in. So we did scratch tracks first, and then changed stuff. And you sent always new versions. And so yeah, it was a process. And you didn't really jumpstart in the last minute or something. That you were involved from start to end. So it's not as drastic as you will now.
Probably like that, but the drafts were different because I always had in mind, okay, it doesn't matter, it's not perfect, because who cares? No one's going to listen to that anyway, except Helge, and Helge just needs something that is lying over it so he can have some faint scratches how he is going to make the song. But yeah.
Did you also learn other stuff about recording an album during the time? By for example, watching me bashing my head against the wall, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, that is obviously a mandatory part of recording, and it somehow seems to help make the music better. I don't know. No, I learned a lot because I hadn't done it before.
If you hear the album right now, and how does it feel, and how does it feel to listen to an album where you are the main character in all of the songs, and even in between the songs? So what's it like?
Yeah, what's it like to live in your life and you are probably the main character in everything you're doing, right? It's I mean, it's not like I'm egocentric or stuff, but no, I don't think that much about it being me in the album.
Okay, I would have imagined a different answer, like, but I guess you already answered a lot of the part of the question earlier. So yeah.
What would you have expected me to answer then?
Yeah, I was something like I was floored to hear my voice in a complete album. That's that's on all streaming platforms to be heard on the whole planet for all eternity. something like that.
Yeah, right.
Maybe.
But it's not like I mean, it's not like we skyrocketing the charts or something.
Yeah, wait,
I
wait
think
for
it's
it. Wait for
niche. Yeah,
wait for it
I think
happening.
it's niche music, and I'm really happy about everyone who listens to it, and that actually there are people who listen to it and do listen to us, me, and others, and yeah, that's kind of bizarre that people actually want to listen to that. No, it's great songs and it's a great album, and so it's not very surprising to me that people actually listen to it.
I expected shitstorms by now, but it didn't happen yet. So I'm a bit surprised. Nobody really complained. Seems to
Wait
be
for it.
fine.
Wait for it.
Yeah, wait for it. Right. The question remains, or the question that just came up, and I didn't write it down, is: did the boron really manipulate her mind, or what happened actually in that moment? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just asking myself because Siobhan is also asking herself that question. So, what do you think?
Yes, probably both. Because borons are manipulative little shits. And
No, they're not. They're all right. They taste
they're
good.
horrible.
What did you
Um,
think about the ending? Was it negative or was it positive
for whom?
for the listener?
Yeah, okay. I think it's a rather positively-ish ending, not exactly happy rainbow ending, but it's a lot. It has some very dark moments in the middle part, and it's getting more positive from there on. So I think in the ending, it's a bit more optimistic, but it's open-ended, and I kind of like that.
I usually like open endings more than happy endings or totally sad endings. So, but if I had to choose between happy ending and totally sad ending, I would go for the totally sad ending. So,
Yes.
if I have to, if I write myself, I'm going with mostly going with open endings. Okay, thank you, Melanie.